Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 9:16. I am meeting a bunch of other Z's at approximately 9:40. It is 2021. Akiyoshidai, Fairlady Z, annual meetup. Let's go. Okay, so we've arrived at Kuramatsu service area. A couple of Z's here. This one you might recognize from Masaharu's channel. It's Masaharu right there. マサハルは英語ないです。あ、少しね。あなたカナダ行きましたね。
はい、行きました。
So if you view Masaharu's YouTube channel, mostly in Japanese, but he can speak English, so please leave comments on his videos. Thank you. So a little group of usual people from Hiroshima. These guys travel from Hiroshima, but there'll be a lot more Z's coming from Okayama and probably Kyoto area. Got 300 ZX, everything else is 350 right now. Friendly Deki right there. It's supposed to be cars rolling in already, but it's at 9:40 was the meeting time, so it might be some hold up on the expressway. We'll just wait and see. So we're on the way, just taking it nice and easy right now, doing 85 kilometers on the expressway. For some reason the group didn't turn up on time, so we decided to just go ahead and go to the next meeting point, which is Mito. And yeah, safety first. A lot of these Z drivers look after their cars, of course. There's also a lot of people, regular road users, who just speed and whatnot. But yeah, so I'm just driving behind my friend Masaharu, keeping him company. Everybody else is shot off ahead, which is fun. Of course, it's fun to go faster when you can, but at the same time, don't want to get any more points on my license. Got one more month and then it's clean. BMW X2 or X3, I can't see the number. Unfortunately, I got 5 points on my license last year when I had a small fender bender in the family station wagon, and they last for a year in Japan, and then after a year they're clean. So 5 points, I'm okay. But 6 points, you lose your license for 1 month. It's suspended for a month, and I think it's 12 points, you lose it for a year. Unfortunately, the police agreed it wasn't entirely my fault, but because I did hit the guy from behind, I had to pay a small fine and have the 5 points on my license. So I've got to be careful for the next month, but then I'll be alright again. Okay, so we've arrived at Mito. There are a few new Z's around. I'm going to take a look at those momentarily. Might walk around here and do that, or just go and general look around when we get to Akiyoshidai. The rain's coming down a little bit, so it's not fantastic right now, but it looks like a good turnout. Like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm seeing at least 6 or 7 new Z's that haven't been here before, possibly more. And plus there's a lot more coming up when we get to Akiyoshidai, so by the time we get there should be approximately 100 cars. Let's see if we can beat last year's record, which was 117 Z's at the meet, which was the biggest ever, and I'll be doing a count once we get there in the middle of the meeting when we know for sure everybody's there, and we'll see how many there are. So yeah, let's just go and chill out and relax. I need to eat, I'm starving. Okay, I just realised I parked behind this, a Fairlady 2000. This is one of the originals. Everybody's rushing back to their cars right now. So yeah, the rain's coming down pretty heavy, and I didn't bring a jacket today. I didn't think I was going to need one, but I do have an umbrella, so it should be okay for the day, I hope. It was pretty hot up until yesterday, right up into 30 Celsius, and today it's dropped down to around 19, and it's not expected to get higher than 20 by the end of next week. So yeah, winter's on the way for sure. I don't know if everybody's moving out, but sucks because of the rain. I don't think we're leaving yet, so I'm just going to get my umbrella. Got a sandwich in my pocket. I'll try and eat that bad boy. Alright, rain's easing off a bit. I'm going to go out and get my umbrella. Alright, so I've got my umbrella. It's still raining. Like I say, I think this little ride here is going to be the centerpiece of the Z logo that we make. This one I think was the centerpiece last year, or possibly 2 years ago. See him. A few from Kobe. Not seeing the green grass covered Z that was here last year, as you know, Jake. So this one's been here before. It's got new wheels. Nice convertible. Oh, Samui! 私は T シャツダメだ There's another new one there. I can't zoom in because otherwise I'm going to drop my umbrella, so hang on, let me see if I can manage that. There we go. It's a nice wrap on that car. 合流はあんまり、まあでも合流するだろうけど。行く？もう行きます。はい、OK。はい、OK。じゃあ、drive carefully. Samui. All right. Okay, so it's been decided. I think we're going to move out 15 minutes earlier than scheduled, which is great. So I'll film some more later. 183,800 kilometers exactly. All right, so we've gotten to the exit point at Mito. And there seems to be some kind of issue with the toll gate saying do not enter. Well, I didn't bring cash. I use a ETC card, an electronic toll card, as do most of us. So it looks like there might be some kind of problem here. But we've just got to persevere. We'll sit and wait. Don't know what they're trying to do. Doesn't look like they're redirecting anybody into the next lane. Well, we can actually use the ETC card to pay by putting it into the machine, but we have to respect the other road users too, so although they don't seem to respect us as much. What's going to happen here? I don't want to get into that lane. You can see the green line is on, but I don't know if they accept ETC cards as payment in that lane, so it's no point in trying to get in there. This is highly unusual. Anyway, I'll keep you posted. And now it's sunny. There are some rain clouds over in the distance, but it's on and off sunny and whatnot. I'm going to get out of his car, see what's going on down there. I say, I don't know if we can use the ETC card to pay at the green toll booths. Usually you can, but that booth also seems to be stopped for some reason. So something's happened, and I'm hoping it's not been an accident of some sorts. There's a lady down there doing something, but no idea what she's up to. But you can see in the mirror here, these are lining up on both sides now. This is going to create a huge problem of traffic coming off the expressway onto this exit.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so we made it to the same spot as last year. A really good turnout despite the weather. Cars from all over the place. Oita, Kitakyushu, Ehime, Okayama, etc. So pretty good turnout so far. I'm not sure how many cars are here just yet. We'll find out later on today. We'll just sit here right now. This is where everybody looks at each other's cars and wishes they had different parts of the cars. There are some beautiful machines here today, as usual. Some of the regulars and some new ones. So I'll be saying hello to them and trying to get some information on that S2000 that I showed you earlier on, which is somewhere over there right now. It's a good family day out. Somebody's brought their kids. Should have brought mine actually. Never thought of that. Whereas next year he'll be a bit older, so he'll appreciate the cars a bit more. So 370s, 350s, 300ZXs. A few new ones here. We've got a couple of 300ZXs and a 300ZR, which is rare. Actually, two of them side by side. Despite the rain, pretty good turnout. Again, not sure how many cars are here, but the rain's not deterring anybody from being here. We've got some free time now to wander around, do what we want to do. I am going to sit in my car and have some lunch. And then hopefully the weather might clear up a little bit, and I'll show you some of these nice Z's around here. They're pretty amazing, some of these cars. Colour orange always reminds me of my friend Dave, who passed away 3 years ago. I miss you, buddy. Anyway, let's have some lunch. You can probably hear that with the doors closed. The weather's on and off today. I've been sitting in the car for the last 20 minutes just having some lunch, and it hasn't rained once. But I guarantee as soon as I get out to film cars, it's going to start pouring down. Arigato. Okay, so this is unusual. I've never seen a registration with 3IP. The IP is very unusual indeed. So I'm going to have to ask somebody what that means. Some of the Z's just come stock. There's Hideaki. My friend Hideaki is about 80 years old and enjoying his Z. Completely stock, automatic. Stance Nation. Quite a few stance cars here today. I think they look good, but driving wise, they're using about a quarter of your tyre. My Z. I tried to clean her the other day, but she is desperately in need of a good clean. She needs a good servicing. Porsche there. Looks like a Porsche came in, I could be wrong. I'm not going to look at it though. This is what I should do, is get the matte looking paint, that way I won't have to worry about shining. Just look at this beast right here. Automatic. Okay, so whether you're a car person or not, there's always something to be enjoyed about some of these cars. And Fairlady Z, probably the only car in the entire world that has more modification options than any other vehicle. Every single Z here is unique. Even the ones that are just stock, they've got their own little touches inside or outside. No matter what it is, it's individualism here, and it can't be denied that the Fairlady Z, the best-selling sports car of all time, across the range, and people just spend a lot of money just doing what they need to do to them to make them feel like part of them. So there are a lot of beautiful cars in the world, and the Z, like I say, is not the fastest car, but a lot of these guys have the engines modified, turbos added, etc., you name it, and they'd be hard pressed to beat against a lot of vehicles. Again, not the fastest cars in the world, but it's more about individualism, and a lot of these will be worth money in the future when a lot of other cars won't be. So it holds its own for sure. And I think today's number of participants in the rain and the wind is testimony enough to say that the Z is not going anywhere for a very long time, and it's a well-loved vehicle, a well-loved driving experience all round. So I think in about an hour or so we'll be doing the lineup to leave. Beautiful weather right now, very windy. It is a cold wind. That is a freezing cold wind. Oh, hello. This branch just come down to say hello. Thank you. Hello. It is freezing cold. I'm wearing a t-shirt because at my house it was nice and sunny, and it was hot this morning, so I thought it was going to be the same up here. I should have known better, really. It is very, very cold. Summer is well and truly over now. October last year, it was very hot. I remember if you watched last year's Akiyoshidai video, then you'll see that I was sweating profusely, and I ended up not feeling too good last year. So I'm not standing near anybody, so I can take my mask off and get some fresh air. Japan certainly doesn't have the mandates for mask wearing and getting the vaccine as a lot of other countries seem to be pushing right now. It's totally a freedom of choice thing and about respecting the community. So whether you choose to get the vaccine or not is your choice. I know what my choice is, and I will wear a mask in public just out of respect for the cultural situation as it is. When you come to Japan, you need to just respect the law, the land, the culture, etc. Whoops. So yeah, just have a little bit of respect for the culture that you're going to. Your rule doesn't apply in a new culture. You know, they'll respect you as much as you respect them. So just keep that in mind. You know, trouble is, and I've said this before, is that a lot of people come to this country and they don't think they have to follow the rules, or they don't even bother to find out what the rules are. Like, you know, people using skateboards and scooters in temple areas and you know, climbing walls, trying to do parkour on walls and stuff. It's just disrespectful, not acceptable. If you get into trouble for it while you're here for doing something like that, then nobody else to blame but yourself. It's not big, it's not clever. Anyway, for now, I'm going to go and look at some more Z's and just see how the rest of the day goes. Alright, catch you guys later. This guy in front of me, he's in the black lineup instead of the blue, but we've got 113 cars this year, and this guy is super loud to the point where he's actually giving me a freaking headache. See the cars. Look at that view over there. I probably can't see it on the camera, but what a great view. It's just amazing. Start the line up in all the colours. First the whites and the blacks, and the blues, I think, or silvers. And this year it seems to be they're charging 500 yen per car, which is not too bad. One time 500 yen, so you can stay all day. Used to just be they would collect the numbers of the cars and then divide the actual price. So yeah, not a bad deal. Some very nice machines here. Like I say, some of them are just stock, but no matter how you look at it, I don't think you'll find a car meet anywhere in the world with as many cars as a Z meet. You know, there are car meets where there's hundreds of cars of all kinds and shapes and sizes and makes and models, but I would say this has got to be one of the largest Z meets that continuously goes on year anywhere in the world, as far as I know anyway. If I'm wrong, please let me know down in the comments, and I would be interested to see more videos on those as well. For now, I'm just gonna eat another sandwich. I'm starving. Okay, arigato. It's a little bit chilly today, and It's approximately 13 Celsius, if not lower right now. Yeah, definitely going to be bringing a jacket next time. Hopefully Macau will be a little bit different next time too. So, sticky guys over here. So yeah, as you can see, just getting everything set up right now. We'll do the Z logo, probably have a drone, take an aerial shot, and then that'll be it. People just like wander around a bit and then make their way off. Small groups will get together and photograph each other's cars, as happens every year. I don't think I'll be sticking around too much longer after the Z logo is done, because I want to get home and help with the babies. My poor wife's having a lot of trouble with the boys right now, so I kind of feel sorry for her, but I'm going to give her some time to herself as well during this week or next weekend, and she deserves it. So if it wasn't for her, this wouldn't be possible today. I want to thank her for my lovely lunch that she packed for me too. And there you have it, guys. The meetup is finished and everybody's just making their way home now. Quick finish day because it is been cold out here, so I'm glad to be back in the heat of the car. And they're just discussing maybe next year. Next year's meetup may not be in this car park because now they're charging the 500 yen for the parking. We do have another car park option which is completely free, so we may stick to using that one. Some of these guys will now be doing their own little mini photo shoots while the rest of us head out. It'll be cute to get out, so I'm just going to wait. Just set up on there, and there's more. How low can you go? Look at that, that is beautiful. I love that. I love that livery on it. And there's the little Datsun. Surprisingly, he wasn't in the middle of the display, which I kind of expected they would put him there, being the oldest Fairlady here. In fact, I think that's the oldest one I've ever seen. And it is in amazingly good condition. It is literally almost showroom condition. It's been well looked after, well maintained, and no idea the value of it, but I'm going to guess it's not going to be cheap. But what a beautiful, beautiful little machine. One of the early Datsuns that started it all. 300ZX. That's one of my favorite cars. If I didn't have this one, I would have one of those.